2, 1, go.
It's Russ and Bo 2.0. I'm Russ Rollins, host of the program with 260 pounds of screaming, stealing sex appeal to big man Bo Ross.
What's up? Damn it, man. I have a good time at Nice and Easy last night.
You went to Nice and Easy last night?
I like to go before a show.
That's a good call.
And I like to go after work.
Ryan
and
Holmes.
I like to go on a Sunday.
Ryan Holmes here. Ryan Holmes. When's the last time you got drunk, Ryan Holmes?
I don't know. Saturday.
Just popping a beer.
Just popped the beer open right now. And then, Bo, when's the last time you got drunk?
Sunday.
Yeah, we went to
God's own drunk and a fearless man.
and I didn't know you were getting drunk.
Well, I continued to celebrate the day.
We did a brunch thing, and which brunch is all right, but the long table thing is different because I got stuck by like a couple, like a kid, and I'm down by myself,
right?
And it's like,
and I was on the complete other end. I couldn't chat with you.
My buddies are down, Scott York, and you were down way down there, and I really want to sit with you guys, but if I get up and move, then I look like I'm an a-hole,
right?
I'm sitting next to my nephew, and I'm like,
that boy can eat. That boy can eat.
Yeah, he's 8, 9.
No, why are you sitting down there?
Huh?
Why are you sitting down there?
He moved in and got the table one at the end, and then kind of just everybody filled in.
I went into the room first and then sat down, and then he came and sat next to me, and I'm up against the wall and up against an 8-year-old, and I'm like, and then mom sat next to him, and then you guys are down there, and I really want to move down there and be with you guys, but then I look like an a-hole if I do that.
I would have traded you seats. I'm just saying.
I didn't say. But anyway,
it was my turn in the barrel.
So we're at Santiago's, right? Santiago's, and it's where you go and you do the endless mimosas and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And but I was just drinking. In my mind,
yeah, you're in diet mode.
I'm on light beer, Corona Light. And what were you drinking?
Well, I started out with a beer because I got there and I needed a beer, and then I started drinking them damn mimosas. And I see
too much sugar for me for those. I can't do them, but
well, then I balanced it out with a lot of food.
Oh yeah.
I went to that buffet like 7 times, and I ended with crab legs, and I like the buffet there.
You didn't seem drunk.
I wasn't. I was on my way when I left, and then we went to the.
Did you go to the?
Yeah, what is it called?
The VFW.
Well, it's not the VFW. It's
the American Legion.
Yeah, we went to the American Legion.
Yeah. So get this right.
What?
So
Why?
Okay. So it ended up that the reason I thought my sister was doing this for my birthday, right? Mm-hmm. So like, let's all get together for brunch. I haven't given you your birthday gift. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, because I was on the cruise for my birthday. And my family didn't get to do anything, so I thought that's what we were doing. So we get there.
I kind of thought so too.
Yeah, I did. And we get there, and she's like, this is the anniversary of Dad's death.
And then when they told me that, I'm like, I need more mimosas.
I'm like, and I looked, I said, y'all love to be depressed, don't you? And then mom comes in and she's all sad, and I'm like, oh, this is a anniversary of Dad's death friggin' brunch.
Yeah. Well, Russ looks at me and he goes, and he tells me, and I was like, oh, well, that sucks. And he goes, we got to make mom laugh.
Yeah.
So
but she wasn't about laughing.
Well, we ended up making her laugh.
Well, the mimosas made her laugh. Yeah. But at first she wasn't laughing.
Me and Scott too.
Everybody was all sad. I'm like, oh man. And so then as I'm getting ready to leave, you guys were like, well, we're gonna go to the American Legion and have a drink in Dad's chair. And I'm like,
they're toasting Dad today.
I'm like, y'all some bitches love to be depressed.
Well, it wasn't depressing. I can tell you that. It was drunk. Yeah. It got drunk out there, but it wasn't depressing. And we had a great time. And, of course, everybody's talking about how much they love Dad. And I'm going, okay. And mom's crying at one point. Dad's crying. I mean, Carl's crying. And I'm like,
that's it. They love to sit around and cry about it. Dad would not want anybody crying a year later.
I did exactly what Dad would have wanted me to do.
What?
I got drunk.
It was like
it wasn't necessarily a written celebration of life or death, but that was the underlying tone. So we went, we drank out of Dad's mug, I guess. That's what
Carla said. Let's go drink out of Dad. I'm like, you guys love being depressed about this.
And I didn't look at it as depressed. I looked at it as a good day of day drinking.
Yeah.
And I was drunk. And then I decided that I wasn't done when everybody else was.
You never are.
So I went to Nice and Easy. Okay. And they told me last night.
What is it about?
I was drunk.
Let me ask a question. Ever since I've known you, like you're never done when everyone else is done.
I don't.
You don't like the party to stop.
I don't.
Yeah. It'll keep going until the wheels fall off.
Exactly.
and the wheels fall off around 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
What is
and nothing good happens after 2.
No, nothing good happens after midnight. Really,
afternoon.
So, what is it about you think? If I'm gonna play psychologist, that where you don't like to stop the party. You keep. Did Scotty York stay with you?
No, he had to go to work next day, so he left. I got dropped off at the Easy right about sundown.
So when everybody else is tapped out,
yeah,
you continue to party.
I found a new group of people to hang out with.
What is that? You think?
Well, I mean, I think it's probably my need for acceptance, and as I get drunk, my inhibitions go down. So,
but you're always accepted. People love you.
But I just.
So it's not that you don't want to go home.
No.
Because even before you got married, you were like this.
Yeah.
This had nothing to do with your wife.
Absolutely not.
This has nothing to do. Let's see here.
And I thought I was good by getting home at 10:30, but evidently 12 hours without being out all day is not a good thing.
Yeah, you're But you're always chasing daylight.
And I wanted to play poker. I played some poker and had some fun. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I just wasn't ready to be done. And what is it about me? I'm always ready to be done.
Your idea of fun is being at home with your wife.
It is. It is. Yeah. I'd rather just be home with her.
Well, when we were younger, we were chasing tail, and your whole goal and intent, and you only one focus.
Yeah, tail.
Just get me one, and I'm good.
That's all I need.
All you needed was one piece of ass, and you were ready to go.
And once I got one,
I wanted to make sure I got my choice of a couple. And then I would end up with the one who I'd end up with.
Let me tell you something. You want to hear something funny?
Sure.
See this guy over there playing on his phone?
Yeah.
Has never had a one-night stand.
Get the hell out of here.
Never had a one-night stand.
You know what the worst thing is? What? When you're told you're a one-night stand.
Yeah, well, I mean...
you're told during it?
No, the next day I tried to call her, this girl, one time I'll never forget. I'll forget her, but I'll never forget the situation. I called her the next day and asked her if she wanted to go to dinner or something. She goes, listen, that was just a one-night stand.
Wow.
I was like,
very progressive.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. Save me some dinner.
Right. Because you've done it to many other women.
Well, I didn't never tell them, though.
No, I
just ghosted. I was ghosting way before ghosting was even known what it was.
You were ghosting when ghosting wasn't cool?
I was ghosting before ghosting was cool.
Yeah.
See, I like this lady, though. No, that's a one-time thing. That way there's no strangeness.
I might still be in 4 or 5 relationships. I'm not sure.
Now, was it a one-night stand? Did she say that because maybe you weren't on your A game? Maybe you didn't
you know what? I didn't question the fact. I just said, okay, I moved on.
Good to know.
I mean, it's like fishing. You've got to throw the big red snappers back.
Yeah. Okay.
But like I said, that's one of the most interesting things when the girl told me it was a one-night stand.
But he never had a one-night stand.
Well,
I don't think I'm missing out on much.
But they also still got that whole virgin through high school thing going on too.
What's that?
Yeah, that crazy talk.
Young people aren't banging anymore.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. And they consider anal sex to be okay. Like you'd have.
That's not considered sex?
No, that's not considered sex.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know about that.
It's against the Bible. You're not supposed to be doing that.
I don't think they're reading the Bible.
But around 2009, all the ages of people who tried a cigarette went way down. Sex before marriage way down. Drinking alcohol way down.
They got a club that says I'm a virgin that you put stickers and stuff on your locker.
Purity rings and things like that. Yeah.
I don't know about that. What's that?
That's a ring you wear that says
you're a virgin.
I will stay a virgin.
Yeah, you put the X's on your hands because you're straight edge.
Really?
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
That's
an X on your hand?
Yeah, there's a movement called the straight edge movement where you'd put X's on your hands because you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't have sex, you don't do drugs. And
you don't get invited to parties.
Right. And you don't have friends.
Those people did tend to be a little pent up and
you
aggressive.
Don't have a life.
Yeah. They still get in fights, though, because they're all pent up.
And they're on the news with a shotgun.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But we didn't. X's on your hands when I was young meant you couldn't drink. What about you didn't want
to? That's what it is.
You couldn't drink.
It's an offshoot from if you go to a bar or a concert, they put X on your hands. So these people willingly, during school hours, put X's on their hands to show that they don't do anything.
I think that's probably to make sure that the active shooter in the school doesn't hit you.
You put them over your eyes, like, dude,
exactly.
yeah.
Not me, not me.
Yeah.
That's yeah. But I guess we were kids. We didn't have to worry about people shooting up schools either.
No.
So I think we did it right.
I don't know that we worried about anything.
We didn't worry about. Remember, we were in junior high. Four of our buddies got caught drinking Jack Daniels.
That's right.
That's the
Keith,
only thing we
what was
worried
his name?
about.
Keith something, man.
Don't get into all
Junior
that.
high.
Keith Scott, yeah.
Damn.
Junior high.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, I remember like the four of them, but I ain't gonna remember the names. I could tell you. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, it don't matter. It's junior high school.
It was Keith and
Keith Scott.
it was Buddy.
Buddy, you up
Yeah, and it was Bryn.
and Frank Patterson.
Yeah, and Bryn, the basketball.
That's
straight laced basketball kid.
I'll be damned.
Things
Yeah.
you guys can remember, and
The things we forget.
The things you forget are
I don't
amazing.
forget much unless I'm drunk.
Yeah.
'Cause
He's great. He's great with names and stuff. I'm the worst with names. I am the
Oh my god!
absolute
You
worst.
tell me your name, I immediately have forgotten it, and hope you don't ask me again.
Well, I had to for a while there. I have to like sometimes say the name 3 times out loud if I'll forget it.
Oh, is that your trick?
Yeah, that's been my trick for years.
Three names out. Say
Yeah.
it 3 times out loud.
Yeah, that's how you remember stuff. You say it 3 times out loud.
Okay.
I don't think I'm missing out on anything by not doing the one night stand, because the worst version of sex is that first time sex.
I didn't say you missed out on anything. I'm just.
Yeah.
It's just odd that you being a comic,
Well,
you never
Like
did it.
The
What about
sex
your
I had
girl?
5 years in, way better than like even year one. You know, especially day one.
What about your girl? She have one night stands?
I don't ask her. That's
You
her
didn't ask?
business. Nah,
Did
I
you?
don't.
Yeah, that's what. That's another thing. I was talking to this Uber driver on the way here, Lyft driver, and I was like, we were talking. I was like, you never talk politics or religion when you're dating,
Right.
and I guess that's another question I never wanted to know the answer to. How many partners have you had before me?
No. Yeah,
don't
I don't
care.
want that. Yeah. In my
Yeah.
mind, none.
From me forward is all that matters.
Yeah. You, as far as I'm concerned, you ain't never been with a real man anyway. So it don't matter.
That's one way to look at
I
it.
definitely don't want to know about anything else.
Yeah, I don't care because we're going to go somewhere and that person's going to be there. And I'm not damn. I mean, the hair on my neck's going to stand up. I don't want to know.
I don't need to
I
know.
don't need to know.
No, none of my business. Have you ever eaten a squirrel?
I believe I have. I've been squirrel hunting.
You been squirrel hunting?
Yeah,
Ryan
I've
Holmes,
shot at squirrels.
Ryan Holmes' father still eats squirrel.
Yeah, well, not like he goes out every day and eats it, but about
He ain't gnawing on a
So it's
squirrel
not like a squirrel restaurant you can go have squirrel at.
My dad was born in the 1930s on a farm in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So they would eat squirrel, right? Like
Minnesota.
that's a thing that you do. And then I guess
Are they bigger squirrels?
oh, they're giants.
In Minnesota, they're big. Okay, they have bigger squirrels. Because eating the squirrels here in Florida, I can't imagine. They look like they're scrawny.
Everything's scrawny in Florida except us.
Me and you. Yeah.
Everything, deer, little.
Yeah,
Bear. Well, bears ain't as big, but they're still
Compared to other bears, they're scrawny.
We got baby bears.
I saw a real skinny bear the last bear I saw was skinny as hell.
How you see a skinny bear?
Oh, I saw it up in when I lived up in Lake Mary.
Was it summer?
Yeah, it was summer.
Yeah, they lose weight in the summer.
He's hungry.
Yeah.
Anyway, so your dad would eat the big fat Minnesota squirrels.
Right. So he had a squirrel problem at his house where they kept getting into his roof. So he set out squirrel traps, and then he would catch the squirrels and he'd release them. And a lot of the times he was actually, because we were making fun of him because we were telling him he's just catching the same squirrel
Right.
over and over. So what he did was he took spray paint and he spray painted the tail of the squirrel white when he would catch him,
Right.
to make sure
he wasn't catching the same
That's
squirrel.
pretty smart. I like the way he's thinking.
So he was doing that. He did that maybe 20 times.
Did he ever recatch the same squirrel?
No.
Oh, see?
Yeah. Well, one time he gets a wild hair up his ass, and he has the squirrel, and he's like, you know what? I want to go be taken back to my childhood and eat squirrel. I haven't had squirrel since I was a kid. So he took that squirrel, killed it somehow, and then boiled it and ate it.
Oh, God.
Well,
Yeah.
you got to boil it. It's tough.
I'd do it on
Squirrel
the big green
meat's
egg.
tough.
Is it?
Yeah, squirrel meat can be tough. You got to season it. I would imagine.
Yeah.
How did it taste? Did you like it?
I think.
You ate it?
No, I didn't eat it. No, I'm not eating
Oh, I
that.
thought you did.
Okay.
He said it was. Yeah, he said it wasn't very good, but he ate pretty much the whole thing.
It's because he boiled it. You should put it in the air fryer. The air fryer can cook anything. Man.
I don't know. I bet if I looked up gourmet squirrel recipes on the internet right now, I'd find them. But
I don't think you're supposed to boil it. I think
Yeah,
that's
you got
the
to
problem.
boil it. You got to boil tough meat.
I think big green egg. I think air fryer. I think other ways.
But if you put it in and
Any
boil
meat
it
you
first,
boil doesn't taste good. Chicken. Try boil a chicken. It tastes like crap.
because
But that's
you
not
don't
tough
eat it
meat,
after you
though.
boil it. You then you got to season it and cook it. boiling it just tenderizes the meat.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did something and he ate it, and I just haven't been able to look at him the same since that happened.
The squirrel or your dad?
My dad.
Oh, okay.
You don't eat the Florida squirrels. They're tiny, got almost no
I
meat
thought
on
this
them.
was in Minnesota. He did
No,
it.
this is in Winter Park, Florida.
He ate Florida squirrels.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Next thing you know, I've eaten skunk.
Yeah.
Can you eat skunk?
I guess you can eat anything. I mean, you know, you can eat anything.
Oh, I'm convinced if they ever kill a Bigfoot, someone's going to eat it.
Oh God, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they've actually killed Bigfoots and ate them, and that's why we can't find it anymore. They're smart enough not to be caught.
Super rich have a farm of big feet, and that's what
that
they
you
eat.
can hunt them.
Yeah.
You hunt them and eat them.
Yeah, I eat them and yeah.
I'd eat a big old Bigfoot buttocks. You know,
I'm more of a rib guy. I want the ribs.
that's what the meat is. Like just a big old Bigfoot butt. Eat it right.
A lot of people are hunting for hog now in Central Florida. Like a hog.
You have to. Hogs are taking over.
They're taking over.
Yeah.
And you know what people pay to go hog hunting? Okay, here in Central Florida, and I can't find a cheaper price. Hog hunting in Central Florida. What do you think it costs?
$2.25.
$500.
Get out of here.
$500.
That's
to
for
go.
piece.
Huh?
That's for two people. You get a discount for two?
I think it's one dude. I think it's for one person, and they guarantee you're going to get a hog, and,
Okay.
and they'll chop it all up for you and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
But-
well, they're butchering the hog.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
get to take the hog home.
Yeah, yeah.
That's worth $500.
Really?
If you got a whole hog.
It's they guarantee you're going to get a hog because there's so many out there.
Yeah.
And you can shoot it any way you want. Bow and arrow. You could use spitballs, whatever
You
you want.
they
got
were
to
saying
bring your own spitballs,
You
or
gotta bring your own
they provide
spitballs.
them.
Well, they're saying that you could jump on them and knife them in the face.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what Rodney told us. The gator hunter. It said
Yeah.
there were guys that want to use a knife,
Mhm.
jump on the back of the hog, and stab it. And if that's what you're into, you're a second one from serial killer,
yes,
I believe.
Absolutely.
That is definitely going back to your inner caveman. That's for sure. Because you know, I'm going to tell you something. Y'all don't want to screw with a hog.
No.
You do not want to mess with a hog. If that hog turns on you before you get that knife in his heart, you might as well. That's a bad day.
I got a feeling even if you put the knife in his heart, it's still going to be pumping and going.
Well, remember the one time you went riding horses with that buddy of yours?
It was Frank Patterson,
Yeah.
and he jumped off a horse, but it was a baby hog.
It was a pig.
and he had like a little knife that you would use, like a
pocket knife.
pocket knife. The other side has like a corkscrew on it. The other side has like Swiss
Swiss
scissors.
knife, yeah.
And he's stabbing that thing, and I'm like, "What the hell's he doing?" I think he finally killed it, but I think he just smothered it to death more than anything else.
Laid on it.
That knife wasn't nothing. But we used to, where we are right now, here in Maitland, and we're at the Clear Channel building, whatever.
No, we're iHeart.
iHeart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This used to be orange groves, right?
Orange groves and big old fields and scrub brush.
And our buddy Frank Patterson somehow had like horses,
Mm.
and like 4 or 5 of them, and we could come and we'd get on horses, and it goes crazy right there, and it was like Lord of the Flies, man. But we would do that, and then I just remember I'm riding a horse, and he picks up an orange to throw it at me, and I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna get me!" And he goes on, and he drops the orange. He gets off his horse. I'm like, "What's he doing?" Jumps on the pig. I didn't know the pig was there, and starts stabbing the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Damn, man. What do you do?
It's Florida boys. That's what we do for fun. We don't
Oh.
eat squirrels.
What do you do with the pig?
Probably left it.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Right.
probably left it.
We were like 13, 12.
Yeah.
And we were kids.
That's crazy. So he just jumped off, kills a pig, and y'all just were like, yeah, that's what we do.
And that story is 26, 30 years old, and it's still going.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. I was out with him one night, and not him, but this other buddy, and they picked up a cat. And they didn't like cats,
No.
but I can get into all that. Anyway, yeah, on the other side of
This guy
town,
a serial killer now?
out in the
or-
west, no, we don't know what happened to him. Probably. No, I think he's fine.
I think Frank's fine.
Yeah, he's
I like
fine.
Frank.
You always have to like Frank. But on the other side of town,
Best
out in,
a-ho in town.
in Claricona, we did the same things, except we didn't have horses. We'd run and have Orange Grove fights with BB guns.
No, that's fun.
One side would have BB guns, and the other side would have oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got shot in the ass with a BB gun.
I think we had a wilder upbringing than old Ryan Holmes.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't horseback riding through someone's farm and murdering animals.
Oh yeah,
No?
we would bow
Yeah.
hunt rabbit. we'd go out into the field and bow hunt rabbits.
I didn't kill nothing. I just was with Frank. I was just there.
Fishing every day.
I was an accomplice, I guess.
I want to look this guy up. I'm just curious. That's some crazy behavior.
You better be careful.
It's just,
you better leave Frank alone. I'll be honest with you.
yeah. You might want to just stop that right
But you know what? He had a sister, Wendy Patterson, and
that was Russ's first crush.
And in the seventh grade, she had breasts, right?
Big
right, right. And so for whatever reason, she
she took a liking to old Russ.
Yeah. I was in the seventh grade. She was in the ninth grade, and let's just say she was a lot older than me.
Yeah,
wow.
That was Russ's second, whatever with breast.
right. Anyway, where were we? Squirrels.
I don't know how we got there.
Speaking of,
I don't know how we got the squirrels.
Wendy Patterson, the squirrels. Yeah. Now, oh, you know what? Guess what came in yesterday?
What?
My kilt.
Your kilt.
I got a kilt.
What? You told me about St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day. We got to. Yeah. 2:00. We had to go out at 2.
Why 2?
Because I got to be in bed by 6.
On actual St. Patrick's Day?
Actual St. Patrick's Day.
I got to see if I work that
Which
day.
is a thing.
I am, but I'm not coming at 2. I don't get off till 5.
Oh.
So I'll get the last hour of your fun.
I'll let you know how it is.
Yeah, maybe I can use your kilt when you go home.
Marion last night says, listen, whatever, we got to leave by 4:30. But if we don't leave by 4:30, we got to leave by 6. We don't leave by 6. We got to at least be home by 9.
I love that woman.
Because it's St. Patrick's Day.
I love that woman. Now, are you going up to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
That's the place, right? Yeah.
Well, they're having actually 2 celebrations. I heard they're going to have like the block party on the weekend and an actual St. Patrick's Day
on the day
party. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I'll make. I probably won't make the weekend just because I'm working. I'm working that weekend.
I got to go early though. I can't. I mean, I just on a work night. I just can't be out late.
Yeah. Damn day drinking again.
Yeah.
Are you going to drink? Because you really didn't drink on Sunday. Well, I mean,
I was pacing myself because I'm trying to lose weight. So but I was drinking light beer. I didn't like.
They didn't even have Corona Light. They were just fooling you. They told us you didn't have it.
I thought they didn't have it. No. They found it for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was going to drink Corona Light.
I just didn't notice. I looked over at somebody. I said, "Russ in diet mode," and they went, "Yeah."
Corona Light is like what? It's like beer flavored with water. You know,
I like light beers. That's what I drink. I'm Bud Light Ultra. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I don't like Mexican beers, but that's just me.
What, you just racist?
I guess. Against Mexican beer? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Not a big fan of German beer either. So.
Yeah, you just like that other stuff.
I just like the light, easy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm easy to get along with. I'm an easy guy.
Yeah. So where you been lately?
Nowhere, dude. I have done nothing but work.
Because people are like, how come we're not doing the podcast? We're not doing the podcast.
I have done nothing
I said,
work.
Listen, Bo don't care about y'all.
Oh, don't you start your crap.
Bo,
don't you start your shit,
just like you tried to blame it on me.
Yeah,
right?
like I tried to blame it on you. I pointed out a fact, and you're trying to turn that shit around.
Hey, no fact. Fact is, I'm ready to go. And for the listeners, I'm ready to go for the people that love the podcast. You know where to be found.
Okay, let's do it at 9:30 at night when I get off work.
All right, done.
Okay. Next week, 9:30 at night.
So your work's important to you?
My work's very important to me.
Of course it is.
Can't take that away from a man. I didn't try.
That's right.
So you know what? Like I said, Kaufman and Lynn, if they won't sue you, nobody will.
Hey, guess what? We're planning another trip to go see a baseball game.
Oh, really?
Are you in?
I think I could be. Could it be on a Thursday? I'm off.
No, it's a Wednesday.
The rules have changed for me since I moved to management.
You can't just take off when you want? I can't
just bounce when I want. And I mean, I just can't.
That means we won't be stopping by the casino then on the way back.
Sorry, Ryan. No. I won't get your casino trip in.
Well, are you looking up Frank Patterson? Is that what you're doing?
No.
Yes, you are.
do you happen to know his middle name?
Oh,
Alfred.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know.
No.
I'm trying to throw him off the scent. He don't need to be screwing Frank.
The Frank Patterson I found, not so good.
Yeah, told you leave that man alone.
Then you found him.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Then that's the one.
Oh.
Yeah. and say kind words about Mr. Patterson.
My scary radar was going off during your story, and totally correct. So good. All right.
We'll have to see that.
I love the guy though.
Yeah, he was always good to you.
He's good to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's always good.
People grow up and they
change and do things, and some don't. Some don't change.
What are you gonna do?
Some don't do things.
Well, okay.
Anything else you want to talk about? Any other
No, I
friends of
don't.
ours you
You know
wanna
what?
bring up?
I don't want to hear about any more friends. I don't want to know about anything else. We good.
Now you're curious as hell, aren't you?
I've already.
Oh, you've done it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
I know. There's lots of. We've done lots of things. I mean, I look at Ryan Holmes' life and I think of the stuff that we've done, and we've lived 50 lives.
We've lived a full life, and when I look back, I don't have regrets. I do my best not to regret anything.
Well, it ain't over yet or anything like that.
I'm still.
Don't be writing a eulogy or nothing.
I told my wife the other day. I was telling her how much I like my job, and I said, I think I could still do this for another 10 years. And quick as she is, she looks at me and she goes, "You better start thinking 15." I was like, "Thanks,
damn." So okay, and without getting into any other details or whatever, but in order to do what you're doing, you've got to like being there all the time. Like it takes more. Like you work more hours than most people. When you're a car salesman, you have to be there constantly. So you like that?
You are at the whim of your customer. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
You don't, because customers, when they're getting the frame of mind to buy a car, they're going to buy a car. So they're not going to wait on you. They're not going to wait on him. They're not going to wait on this person. When they're ready to pull that trigger, they're going to pull the trigger.
But you have to put a lot more hours in than most people who have regular jobs.
I would say yes, except I worked for you in the 80s at Party World.
Yeah.
We went there, we drove it home, we unloaded, we had to be back the next morning.
Yeah.
So all of my life, I've had jobs that I've worked 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Starting there, the Marine Corps,
But
out.
So my question, as you've gotten older, though, haven't you wanted to do something where you can work less and have more free time?
I wouldn't know what to do with the free time.
Well, I do know what you do with the free time.
I drink.
Yeah. And nice and easy.
Exactly. And it's
so it is better for it's better for you to have a job.
It's better for me to be my ass at work.
That's what I thought. I didn't know if you realized it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's stupid.
Yeah.
And
for people that, there are some people that, hey, listen, I need to have a job all the time and work, because if not, left to my own devices.
Idle hands, devil's workshop, baby.
Speaking of which, I want to go to the Keys again, Key West. Don't you?
Love the Keys.
Oh.
And my wife's never been.
No,
I swear. She's been a Florida girl. She's born and raised here all of her life. Never been to the Keys.
Yeah. I met with someone the other day. Really nice guy. It's one of my new sponsors of Mills Air, Leon Mills from Mills Air.
Okay.
Super nice guy. And he was talking about that he's got a boat and he's got a place down in the Keys and he goes there every year. I'm like, I forgot how much I love the Keys. Thinking about it, I think I'm making up. I think I'm gonna make a plan to go to the Keys this year.
Okay. Don't go in the summer, though. Go when it's kind of cool, because it's hotter than hell in the summer.
That's exactly what Mary Ellen said. Yeah. I said, that's crazy talk. You go in the summertime so you can go jump in the water. Or you can,
Bro, it's golf. You can jump in the water any time of the year.
No, golf is a sport.
It's the golf stream. I said the golf.
Oh, I thought
it's the Gulf Stream. Yeah, you can jump in it any time. It's a stream of hot water.
If you go in the summer, though, the iguanas are out, and if like in the hotel pool, they'll come in the water and swim with you.
Do you eat iguana?
I have not eaten iguana. I heard it's good though.
They do eat iguana.
Oh yeah, and you got to down there. That things are everywhere.
That's what I talked about. Renting a motorhome, getting one of those and driving down. And she's like, the last time I did that, Russ, like you'd hear on the motorhome, you would hear the damn iguanas at night. Like they come out at night,
right?
And then you wake up in the morning and there's like 20 of them sitting laying around.
Going, what's up?
They have taken over.
Yeah, and in Miami, it's really bad. I was down there years ago, and on a boat. You're like looking around and all of a sudden you see this green tail and you're like, oh, hell. And they can be mean, man. They don't run it from you as much as you think they will.
They will. They'll whip you with the tail.
And they will whoop your ass. So,
well, I know there's a place down there. It's Duck Key, and you can get a nice place and rent a boat and the whole shebang.
That sounds fun.
That's what I'm thinking about doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill Murphy still got a place down there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You ain't talked to Murphy in a while?
No. Last time I talked to him, he was bee holidaying bees.
He had a bee colony up in North Carolina, North Carolina.
Yeah, I got a mountain place up there and doing honey, making honey.
See, do I want a mountain place one day?
I got, we have
a mountain place.
Well, we got a timeshare every year up in Blowing Rock, which I love, and I missed last year. But me and my wife have been going for every year for the past, 12, 15, 13.
So is it the same cabin every year?
Yeah. I actually love it so much that they had this like 2-year agreement where you could get another one for the same, just paying the fee, you know, the rental fee, not the rental fee, the keep up fee, the maintenance fee. Yeah. So you could do a 2-year deal where, so if I had 2 weeks just for the fee, it was cheap. So I went during the winter with my Marine Corps buddies.
Oh, yeah.
And like 6 of us went up there one time and 8 of us went up there another time. And that was fun because, you know, you're hanging out. It's a beautiful cabin. It's Swiss Mountain Villas up there, and it's right there on the parkway. And there's lots and lots of stuff to do. So, yeah, I like the mountains once a year. I don't think I'd want to live there.
Could you imagine living there?
No.
Because Mary Ellen was trying to tell me we should buy a place up there. We can get 20 acres and we can have our own. And I'm like, okay,
well, now for you and her, that's fine because y'all don't like anything else anyway.
Yeah,
y'all rather just be sitting there by a fire looking at your 20 acres.
Yeah.
And my dogs when we come up to visit. But that's because I'm bringing my dogs to your 20 acres. Just
that's the thing. She wants to have Canaan dogs. Like
right.
she's like,
she wants to raise Canaans.
I could breed Canaans.
She wants to raise Canes.
Yeah, I could breed Canaans and we could live on on 20 acres. I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You're going to get bored with, but you'll find if 20 acres, you'll find some stuff to do. Yeah. There'll always be something broke you'll need to fix. Yeah.
That sounds like a blast. No.
Yeah. You're going to have to get water from the creek.
Yeah.
And you know,
I was this close to getting a motorhome, buying a motorhome or an RV.
I told you not to do that. You rent that stuff.
People say you should just rent it.
Rent boats, rent trains, rent planes, and rent motorhomes and hookers. Yeah. Those are the things that you rent because you can always return them back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to buy a motorhome. My in-laws have one they love and they travel.
Well, they've had that forever.
And they use it all the time.
That's not a motorhome. That's a damn tour bus.
Yeah. And it's nice.
Like Motley Crue can use that.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we've stayed with them a couple of times. Like they'll go to Maine and hang out.
They won't let you borrow it?
They would if I drove. Told me I could use it. I mean, just need a license.
Yeah.
They're kind of funny about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's a big ass one.
We'll talk to George if you want to borrow it.
No.
We'll talk to him.
I don't even know if I could drive something that big. That thing's big.
My mother-in-law can drive it. You'll be fine.
Are you kidding me?
But the problem is, just like everything else, the last trip he went on, I don't think he got out of the state before he blew a tire.
Oh,
right on.
Because we're going to DC. We're going to DC coming up here in a couple months for her birthday.
You don't need a motorhome in DC.
No, I don't want to take it. No, I got a plane flight and I got us an Airbnb. I love Airbnb.
Nice.
And we're right on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Now, do you check the wall sockets for cameras?
Could care less. If I found one, I'd bend over and let him see my balls.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't care. Could care less. So what if they're looking at me? I don't care.
Okay.
Look here.
Look what I can do.
Look here. Helicopter. I got it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why people get so flipped out.
I guess they don't want them seeing their girls naked.
Yeah. They're all, you got to think they're also seeing your wife. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, she'd be the same way,
Okay.
Whatever.
No, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, we got a timeshare. We go to that and we go to Sandals. So my vacations are pretty much set.
Oh, yeah. You sent out some mass. Okay, question. Because me and Mary Ellen have a bet on this. You set out a mass thing.
I did not.
Your wife did.
Right.
A mass thing to invite all these people to go to the Sandals for your anniversary again.
Yeah.
Okay. If enough people sign up, do you get yours for free?
No.
Oh.
No. Not at all.
I owe Mary Ellen $1.
No, we do not get ours for free. I wish we did because I'd be sending out that mass text too. But no, we don't get it for free. We did this because we went to the south coast of Jamaica years ago and we liked it so much, we signed up to go back 2 years later. And then we were talking about it in the pool in Jamaica, and you meet so many different people from so many different places, and we're like, our friends would enjoy this, and our friends, and then it just kind of snowballed into, hey, come on down. So last year we probably had 25, 30 of us that went down there.
Yeah,
and you didn't have to do everything together,
right?
Which is great. You got your own time, and you can hang out time. And, no real organized things. It was just you do what you want to do. And you do it with people that you like. So we're going to Barbados this time.
Where's Barbados?
Down there somewhere. down south.
Is it-
I know international. I jump on a plane
So you
and
don't
it
know-
gets me there.
Is it near Jamaica? Is it near the St. Bart?
All right. I went to St. Lucia for my honeymoon, and I had no idea that we flew over Puerto Rico to get there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm sure I probably Google it and worry about it, but I don't.
You don't care where it is.
I don't because I'm going there. They're going to get me in a damn limo or a bus. They're going to take me to the resort, and it's going to be a great week.
Let me tell you where a hunk of hell is. Belize is a hunk of hell.
Have you been?
Yeah, we just went. On that Monsters of Rock cruise, we stopped in Belize. That place is a hunk of crap.
Well, now, years and years and years ago, it was kind of like the redneck Riviera and the respect you could buy land down there really, really cheap.
I guess.
And surfers loved it because of the, I guess, location of the waves and that kind of stuff.
Possibility.
Okay.
But I will say this: so when they took us into the city and then we're going out there and they're in this bus and they're showing us and like, well, this is where the rich people live, and you're looking like, what? Those are the rich people? What? And I asked,
I heard hookers are cheap.
I'm sure they are because they make $100 a month. Most people, that's all they make is $100 a month.
What they look like?
What?
The hookers.
I didn't see a hooker.
You didn't?
No.
Are you sure?
I didn't see any women.
At $100 a month.
I didn't see any women that looked like they were
that you'd pay for,
that you'd want to have sex with. Okay. But they were.
They must have all been busy.
Their houses though are all nasty. And I asked. I said, "Well, how come they don't just the rich houses? Why don't they paint them?" And they said, if they paint their houses, they tax them more.
I think that same kind of stuff goes on in Jamaica, but also the other problem you have is getting supplies down to the island.
Yeah, no, they said they could paint their houses. And the houses look beautiful on the inside, but they don't paint on the outside because the government will tax them. Which
they're
no
going to tax them. Well, okay. Well, I know down in Jamaica, the same thing goes on. These big old estates up there, and they're like half.
Belize is given a quarter of an acre or something like that. You're given property,
really,
but you've got 3 years to build on that property.
Okay.
And if you don't start building something, then it goes back to the government. So people can only afford to put a slab down or whatever just to keep it, but then they can't afford to build the whole house. So there's all these like half slabs. It is the grossest place you ever saw in your life. Half built stuff, the stuff that is built's not painted. People are poor. It was terrible. They could not afford. They were like, well, the lady said we had a Kentucky Fried Chicken, but nobody could afford to buy it. Buy any chicken? So they went out of business.
When you got off the boat, so there's a port in Belize, I guess.
There is not a port.
Oh, you have to tender.
You had to tender in, and you tender in, and there's this little roped off area. They welcome to Belize, and then that's where
they're like, don't go outside of that.
Yeah, don't go outside of that. They're
that's where the hookers are.
It didn't see any hookers.
Oh,
I don't think
that's because they're outside the rope.
I don't think there were many hookers.
Or they were busy.
Yeah,
they might have been with the other tourists.
I guess.
I heard you can get steak dinner and a hooker for $5.
I gotta start looking for hookers. Though.
I like to look at hookers.
Just see what they look like.
Window shopping. You can do that in where they smoke dope all the time. That one country they smoke dope all the time.
That'd be Jamaica.
No.
Oh yeah.
What's that place that you go overseas?
Amsterdam.
Thank you, Amsterdam. Oh. They have windows of hookers.
Yeah.
It's like Fifth Avenue in New York.
It's the red light district. Yeah.
I want to see that.
So when the red light's on, that means the hooker's hot and ready to go.
That means she's ready. Yeah. I think that means like she's clocked in.
No, it's just like Krispy Kreme donuts, man. Red light, hot and ready to go.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, so I want to see that in person.
The old saying, hookers are like Krispy Kreme donuts.
When the red light's on, they're hot and ready to go.
When the lights on, they're hot and ready.
I actually wouldn't mind going to Amsterdam.
I've been there, and you're not wrong. I went there last year before, and they're just in the window, hanging out, just doing a crossword puzzle, waiting for you to go in.
They don't point you out and say, "Come on in, big boy."
No.
Even the queen or king of Denmark.
I wasn't there in the nighttime, so I was there in the day.
Okay.
So they definitely have like daytime ones that were just like sort of.
Day hookers are not as good as night hookers.
Dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The day shift. They're the.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're a day shift hooker, and your light won't even. It's not.
Oh damn! You can't even see your light.
Yeah. Lights on, but you can't see it. It's daytime.
Right.
Yeah. So she's doing a crossword puzzle.
Yeah, she was doing it looked like she was doing the crossword puzzle on a paper. Yeah,
it's 5 letters that mean go.
It was either that or like Sudoku. I don't know.
So did you talk to any of them?
No. I was.
Russ will interview him.
I'm an old nerd. I was trying to find the Anne Frank Museum.
Jesus
what?
God almighty. Give me a break. You're in Amsterdam. He's looking for the Anne Frank Museum.
Yeah. He was probably high.
They had weed lollipops there.
Oh,
Really?
They're pretty good.
Wow. When I had cancer, I had lidocaine lollipops. I think I still got some of those.
do you?
Well, different ballgame. Anyway, yeah, Russ would interview a hooker, just so you know.
Oh yeah,
He would sit her down. He would take the crossword puzzle and he'd start writing notes on it. And he would interview her and find out why she got there. Just like he did me.
Not why, but how. How do you like this?
How's she gonna answer with her mouth full?
Trust me, he'd get that part over quick.
No, she ain't eating none of my sandwich. Her mouth ain't gonna be full.
Yeah.
How long you been working here? It's like talking to a dentist.
I wonder if in Amsterdam the hooking trade is accepted, not like here. Like you meet a hooker here, she's looked down upon. Over there, I wonder if it's a profession.
Well,
like a doctor, a nurse, and a hooker.
It's definitely regulated, and they have. I don't think Europe doesn't have the slut shaming as much as we do here,
right?
So it's
it would be just like talking to a doctor or a lawyer.
You think?
Or an Indian chief. Yeah.
Like, that's just what I do.
Doctors, lawyers,
doctor, lawyer, and Indian chief.
Yeah, that's what I always wanted to be.
the three great professions.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's what your mom wants you to grow up to be: a doctor, a lawyer, and an Indian chief.
And you mean an Indian chief, you're the man.
You're the coolest, man.
There are not many of those either.
Yeah, you got to have a tribe and everything.
Yeah,
and some land and a casino. You're in charge of the casino. That's cool. That's what Indian chiefs do
nowadays.
They run the casinos.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep. And now if they're smart, they're doing distilleries, making their own whiskey.
Are they making whiskey now?
I don't know. Like I said,
no,
they're
I
smart.
don't think Indians making whiskey. Yes,
probably drink the profits.
That'd be like me having a sub shop. That'd be really bad. Bad news. Hey, Bill Ray Nissan is where they can find you.
Every day, almost.
Every day, all the time.
Every day, all the time.
Either that or nice and easy.
Or nice and easy. Hey, I was thinking about this. Tell me what's going to be the problem with this.
Yeah.
Free beer with every test drive at Bill Ray Nissan.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know legally if I can do it, but I figured.
Driving and beer usually don't go together.
I floated that past my boss, and he kind of just looked at me out of one eye, and I was like thinking to myself, if you do a test drive, and then I give him a beer coupon to go to Nice and Easy.
I like the fact you're thinking outside the box, though. That's good.
Yeah, free beer with every test drive. I like that idea.
Go with what you know.
I say just run with it.
Or chicken wings.
Put it on
one wing. You get one wing.
Put it on your Facebook, and just tell people you come by.
Yeah, right up until they fire me for
what? For thinking outside
for putting the company in jeopardy.
Oh, you're thinking outside the box.
But like I said, if you don't test drive the car to get the beer, you should be fine.
Exactly. I'm giving you a certificate
that's
to get
the gimmick. Here's your beer.
I say
Here's
do
your
it.
Free beer.
Don't ask somebody, just do it.
Then they're gonna take it, open it in the car, drive away.
No, they're not.
No.
He's not giving him a beer. He's giving him a certificate to go buy beer at his place.
Give
nice
him
and
a
easy.
coupon for a bear at my bar.
It's nice and easy.
Okay.
Yeah. And the bartenders ain't going to let you leave with it. I mean, and the hope is that they'll buy some chicken wings or another beer.
Once again, this is a brilliant man thinking outside the box.
You're right.
Don't look down on him, for God's sake.
Helping my buddy Ricky, helping my business. I mean,
brilliant.
Forgive me for questioning.
I'm sure there'll be some publicity.
It's brilliant.
I'm sure there'll be some pub.
All right, it's Bill Ray Nissan on 1792.
Yep, in Longwood.
You're going to be performing tonight, are you not, Ryan Holmes?
Yeah, I'm at Kiwis in Altamont tonight.
Really?
Yeah, it's Thursday, and it's me, Dean Napolitano, and it's a couple other people who are a lot of fun as well.
Now, where's Kiwis at? We've been there before. You've taken me there real drunk.
Yeah,
434 and 436.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
That's a 2 o'clock in the morning stop we've done.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had a good time at Kiwis.
Oh,
yeah.
I love Kiwis.
Yeah. Kiwis ain't bad.
It
ain't bad.
At 1 o'clock in the we always take me there late.
I don't always take you there. I might be taking you there once, maybe twice at best.
We were drunk.
Yes, we had to be drunk.
Okay, yeah. That's
right.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
Chase and tail.
That's a good place to get it.
All right, hey, we ain't gotta go home,
but we gotta get the hell up out of here. Trails.